Hey, guest services, how you doing today on this very cold and going to be icy weather here in just a little bit? I am sitting right next to my fireplace once again with my faithful companion, Belle. She knows right where to sit on a cold day, that's for sure. So, hey, first of all, I want to apologize for not getting this out last night, but with a shortened week that I had, I just ran out of time to get everything done that I need to get done, get ready for this weekend, and then lo and behold, we didn't have services this weekend. So, but here's the newsletter. Let me hit the highlights for you guys. First of all, I'd like to adopt a Bible verse for this year for guest services, and that's going to be Luke 15:10. And the NLT, it says, "In the same way, there is joy in the presence of God's angels when even one sinner repents." This really kind of came home for me. You know, sometimes we get so focused on the numbers that are coming through our doors, especially at Christmas and Easter, that I don't want us to forget about the task at hand. And that's for us to help people make a connection with Jesus Christ. So what I'm going to encourage you guys to do and challenge you guys to do is concentrate on that one person that's in front of you at that moment, whether they're coming through the exterior doors and you're greeting them, or they're in front of your auditorium doors. Concentrate on that one person, greet them the best you can, and let's help them make a connection with Jesus Christ. I think that's what we need to do, guys. So, okay, next, the survey feedback. You guys don't know how valuable those surveys are to me. I go through each and every one of them, and I put down a few of these here. I copied and pasted them right how they were written in the survey, and I'll try to answer those. And again, my furnace just kicked on here at the fireplace. Hope you can hear me. So anyway, again, I set these surveys up where I don't have a clue who sends the feedback back to me. So if you recognize your feedback to me, understand I'm not picking on you. I'm not doing anything. I'm just trying to answer your feedback. In no way, shape, or form am I drawing you out of the crowd for any reason. I don't have a clue who sent these in, but let me try to answer a few of these. First one is, I do not like wearing t-shirts. Wearing name tags / lanyards identify those serving. It would save guest services on expenses and providing the t-shirts. A few years ago, those of you who have been with guest services, or even back in the old days, we were called First Impressions. If you remember, we did have just lanyards with name badges, and that's all we had. You wore whatever you wanted to wear. But along the way, senior staff felt like we were not identified enough to our guest, and so that's when they made the decision to start wearing the t-shirts and other apparel. So I hope that kind of clears that up. The senior staff didn't feel like we were recognizable enough with just the lanyards, so hence that's why we went to more of a t-shirt deal. So next, listen to feedback from the team. They are the pulse. Suggestion cards, ? I know time is limited, but feedback is relevant. I would wholeheartedly agree with that. I hope you guys feel like you can always come to me with suggestions, but understand, I may not always give you the answer you like. Just because I give you the answer that you don't like doesn't mean I don't want your feedback, but it either means that I don't believe that what you suggested will work, or history has shown that we've tried that before and didn't have the success that we want to have. But please always come to me with suggestions and feedback. I hope you know that I am always willing to listen, but I do understand sometimes we've already tried some of this and it just didn't work the way we thought that it probably should have worked. But I do want the feedback. I do like suggestions, and I hope you always feel like I'm open to that. So next, people begin flowing in the outside doors a bit earlier than we are there to greet. We usually get there 30 minutes before service starts, maybe getting there a little earlier if possible. That one is a tough one. I don't feel like I could really ask you guys to get there much earlier than an hour before service starts. Really, the only time this is an issue is the 3:30 and the 9:15 services. I agree wholeheartedly, especially at the 3:30. My goodness, we have people showing up at 2 o'clock, and they're sitting there standing outside the door waiting for rehearsal to get over. So I'll talk it over with the captains. I don't think that's going to change. I mean, we're asking you to get there an hour ahead of time now, and the huddle starts at 45 minutes before, and hopefully we get kicked out of the green room in plenty of time. But I will talk it over with the captains. But right now I don't see me asking you to get here earlier than an hour ahead of time. So. Great. I like whoever's saying this. I like the way you're thinking, but I'm not. I think right now we're probably going to stay put on that 1 hour. So, next is please consider reserve section for people in a wheelchair at Christmas and Easter services, setting with at least 1 or 2 family members. Apparently, I've not addressed this well enough, but folks, for quite a while now, we have had reserve seating for wheelchair and their attendee in the single doors between doors 1 and 2, and also the single doors between doors 4 and 5. In fact, just last month I upgraded the reserve seating seat back and they instead of black, they're now blue, and they actually say ADA attendee. So those have been there for a while, whether we use the black reserve seating chair backs or these new blue. But do understand, we do have places for people with wheelchairs to go, and they can always sit down in the front, other than not in aisle 3. The camera gets in, they're in the way of the camera in aisle 3. But anyway, we do have accommodations for people with wheelchair and their attendees. So next, I almost skipped one. Let me go back here. This one I agree with. Let me read this. I wonder if it is plausible to know if we're going to be an indoor greeter or an outdoor greeter before we show up for the service. It would be helpful to know what to wear. Coat or dress warmer for outside door greeters versus not wearing cold weather clothes if we are inside. I agree wholeheartedly. This is something that the captains and I'll discuss on how to let you know if you're inside or outside. But I agree that it is pretty important. I'm sure we will come up with some sort of a solution for y'all so that you know before you get there if you're going to be inside or outside. So great feedback on that one. And we'll try to get you an answer. While that last one and the rest of them were all great feedback, this next one, I just have to put that out there because it just made me chuckle. I'm going to read this word for word. I'm not making this up. But here is the feedback I got from somebody. Tell that Dan Ingalls character to quit being so good looking. He's making us guys look bad. I don't even know what to say about that one. Whoever did that, you made my day when you made me laugh on that one. So, my goodness, not even sure what to say. Anyway, that's the feedback. I didn't put everything in there, but I did touch on a few of them that I thought I could either answer well enough or, and the survey's still open. I want to leave that open for a couple more weeks. So if you didn't get time to submit the survey, go ahead and do that, and I'll try to get those answered too. So what's coming up next? Special services. We have men's power lift. That's going to be January 8th. The sign-ups are now open for that. And Life at New Spring. That's going to be January 29th, I believe. That's right. And sign-ups are now also open for that. So, guys, keep doing. I know this is a longer video than normal, but I wanted to read all that feedback to you. And by now, you know that we have no weekend services. I'm going to try to send this newsletter out Saturday around 8 o'clock. Again, I apologize. I'm a day late. Well, that seems to be my life. I'm always a day late and $1 short. So, Other than that, that's about all I have for you guys. Stay off the streets. It's going to be icy here in a little bit. I know over here between El Dorado and Augusta, it's already a little icy. And Nancy and we're just going to stay home and keep fire in this fireplace here. So God bless you guys for everything you do. I love you guys and can't wait to see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.